November the 12th, 2017, 7:23 p.m. EST. Why would Kim Jong-un insult me by calling me old, when I would never call him short and fat? Trump wrote in his tweet, referring to the leader of North Korea's ruling dynasty. Oh well, I try so hard to be his friend and maybe someday that will happen. Tweeted, Sigh, President Donald Trump on Saturday. Proving, yet again, that the leader of the free world is a particularly callow 14-year-old girl trapped in the body of a 70-year-old man. I can foresee a day when all global diplomacy is conducted by a silent YouTube video in which world leaders will lay out their narratives on handwritten black and white cue cards. It's tempting to see Trump as exceptional, but perhaps he isn't. Most U.S. presidents have had the benefit of weighty biographies, often written by Pulitzer Prize-winning academics and authors. Imagine if a president as daft as Andrew Jackson had Twitter? Or someone as vicious and corrupt as Lyndon B. Johnson? As outrageous as Teddy Roosevelt? Perhaps it would not be so easy to lionize the past if we had access to the real-time unfiltered thoughts of our heroes. But that really gets to the heart of it all, doesn't it? Social media ruins everything. The U.S. Congress seems to be cluing into this very fact. Over the past few weeks, Congress has been grilling lawyers from Facebook and Twitter, scrutinizing the extent to which Russia may have tried to sow social discord, or manipulate the U.S. election with targeted bot and disinformation campaigns that spread unfettered across these platforms. More recently, the hearings have turned their attention to questions of whether Russia is trying to manipulate U.S. energy markets and undermine domestic oil and gas production through these means. Whether Russia succeeded in helping Trump get elected will long remain an open debate, but there is now little question that the country certainly tried. Its American operations were of a piece with similar campaigns in Ukraine, Germany and France. Congress is now debating the Honest Ads Act, which would subject ads on social media to the same kinds of transparency requirements now demanded of advertising on traditional mainstream media outlets. During congressional hearings, the U.S. government released a trove of Russian-backed ads that appeared throughout the election cycle, everything from associating Hillary Clinton with Satan to posts that mimicked the rhetoric coming out of the Black Lives Matter movement or Bernie Sanders supporters. Fake news, much of it, but all of it meant, essentially, to broadly undermine public trust in public institutions, including media and the government. Any attempts to clamp down or censor the way information moves on social media networks will necessarily be met by alarm by free speech critics. Indeed, there are no easy answers here. One of the things that struck me most about the Russian ads was how similar much of it was to the advertisements, stories and social media posts now routinely displayed by perfectly legitimate political actors, even congressmen and women themselves. The role of states aside, it's the platform itself that is atomizing.